And you're gearing up as well for another doubles match. After what happened this afternoon, you must be excited about that prospect.
Yes, it's lovely to play doubles, but hopefully that Mark does a job here and I can win, and then doubles then is a bonus then to get through.
Hey, we'll let you go off and prepare for your match with Coach Stumpy. Barry, thanks for joining us. Let's concentrate on this. The number one player from Holland, the number one player from Wales, 29. Barney against Webster, Stuart Pike, Sid Waddell.
It's like the old days when the Welsh were a massive daunting nation. Dutch weren't too bad either in the 80s, Stuart.
Well, arguably the best two players of the World Cup on show here. The two captains could be a crucial game, and Mark Webster really is in the form of his life this weekend, and that there's no doubt. What a start for Webster. Barney has 44. Won all 5 of his single matches to date, Sid. Webster has lost just one. That was against Whitlock this afternoon. 5 perfect darts.
Here we go then. And Webb outclassed 116, 130 against Stompy in the singles. 62% checkout average and 101 average. But can he keep that fire going for another 40 minutes? Back-to-back games.
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Can Webster keep it going?
88.
But he did against Stompy. Terrifically well against Stompy, winning 8-6. 4 consecutive legs, 2 big finishes. Webster, just like Barney, wears his heart on his sleeve. 24. Proud to represent his country.
Dancing proud. Double 3. It's the bed. Here we go then. Got his gammy leg partner to dance as well. Dancing Welshman against the mellifluous Dutchman. 5 times world champ. Looking at the 60 again. Treble 80 now.
58.
Unlucky.
Wales requires 6.
2 180s in this opening leg from the captain of Wales. 2 for 2.
Shown the first leg.
Knew what he was doing, didn't fancy the double 3. And the 2-double-2 it was.
Before he joined the PDC, look at Barney shot. Oh, mellifluous! Can be a classic this. Webster in the IDL Championship 07, lost to Gary Anderson.
139.
World champion 2008 in Lakeside. Barney 5 times world champ. Looking deadly. Averaging already 109.
Well, incredible standard from these players. Whatever said, we know appropriately that the first ever PDC World Cup final will be decided by the pairs and maybe by a sudden death shootout, the way that Wales found their route to the final with their win over the Aussies in the semis.
Yeah, the consistency of the captain Webster and the mercurial but patchy brilliance of Bates against Co the Jester, pumping up Barney's self-confidence. Psychological result to this one. Barney, lovely. In 4, yes! Barney looking very smooth, unruffled. There's this lad, Professor of Ballistics, Cardiff Uni, former plumber. Make leaks in the Barney facade.
11 darter from Barneveld. And the key for Barney is that he really has had a great time. He's enjoyed himself. You talk about Barry Bates and his house of fun. Well, it has been for Barneveld with Stompy, and when Barney's playing like this. But what about Webster?
Oh yes! 3rd maximum in 2.3 legs. What a standard! Here we go. 151 80s. First World Championship. There was around 36 in a week. With 24 blokes playing. We've been playing 3 days. See how the standard's gone up, could I?
Yeah, 57. Just a little. 114 Barneveld, 104 Webster. Early days, but that is the standard that these two players are setting. Fitting as well, without doubt, two of the, if not the, two form players of this World Cup so far. Needs this. 164 chance. Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, the Welsh had a brilliant win over Australia. 4-3.
96. Netherlands to require 96.
Bates brilliant, and that's 1-6 out. And here's Barney now. Very tight give. 2-18 for Barney now.
Yeah,
Oh, magic! Into the middle. Little bit of inside English spin. Well, dropped just inside the wire. Darting Birdry.
How about this, Sid? Barney 117 average, 1-180. Perfect on the
140.
doubles, 2-11 darters. Webster 106 average, 3 maximums. And an important leg that, because Barney there winning it against the throw.
A tungsten
81.
meringue here. La creme de la whipped milk of world darts. 23 teams came. These two are the last. The bells are being
100.
ringing in Romney. They'll be rocking in the Ronda. And the Amsterdam people will be interested too. Perfect lie. Perfect. Only its words, animal noises will do.
We will get the seatbelt out for
100.
Sydney at some stage during this World Cup final. Jumping around in the commentary box like a good one. The standard, though, is that good. Look at Barney up at 120.
You keep your hair on, I'll
Wales
keep
to
your teeth in.
require 161.
Super thoughts. Strong treble air. Barney looking relaxed and cool. Want to see a Zen Meister. Said, believe in yourself, Raymond. Did an ohm treatment. Sat on the
89.
bed. 3-0 down in that world final against Taylor. And then 21 80s to win it. He's looking cool. No self-doubt on the noble visage.
And Sid, if he
40.
turns up at the
Wales
Alexandra
require 72.
Palace in this sort of mood, in this frame of mind, he'll be a major player at the World Champs. Double 12 for Webster then.
Oh, yes!
Shot on the fourth leg to Wales.
Oh, this could
Good leg
easily
Netherlands
go
to first.
to the 15th leg. Barney averaging 112 to Webster's 104.5. Barney throws a blobby one.
60.
Only 60.
At the World Champs, Barney plays the Muffin Man. Steve Hyde in the first round.
98.
Eric Bristow, otherwise known as Charles Dickens, says this is living up to great expectations. Takes the pip, but it'll be Magwitch who will have to go
85.
back to the graveyard.
Well, this World Cup final is going the distance. Huge success this weekend.
96.
The format has been spot on. The crowds up here in the northeast have loved it as well. And who is going to be the first one to win it?
Credit to Tommy
96.
Cox, has been connected with darts since when the big pairs in Geordie Land 30 odd years ago. The format has shown a flowering of darting talent. No doubt at all.
135.
Well, Webster is playing some fantastic darts. And I can't wait for the pairs coming up in an hour or so.
41.
The pairs that could potentially decide the winners of the World Cup.
I remember great international tournaments over the years. 1978 in Perth, the England team had to leave Scotland in an unmarked lorry.
96.
The crowd got so nutty. They were throwing full beer cans at Brissy one time. International darts. Forget the audience, it brings out the best in the flamboyance of players. And the standard.
99.
Two blokes
Wales
averaging
require
104.
76.
Well, chance against the throw again here for Webster.
Ball.
Game shot on the fifth
He
leg
is
to
having the time
Wales.
of his life.
6 legged
Mark
Netherlands to
Webster
go first. Game
playing
on.
the best darts of his life.
Is he ever? And what a resume. What a resume. Barney,
140.
18-year-old little postman at the time. Watched the greats playing. and said, I want to go there. I want to go to England and do that. Let's see, a quarter of the population, 16 million in Holland, watched him win the embassy title.
122.
5 times world champ. A lot of Barmy Army people here. That's a positive adjective. Here's no ad.
55.
Barmy Army.
The Barmy Army out in force here. The Me Army out in force in Adelaide. The Ashes.
99.
Barneveld and Webster serving up a treat in this World Cup final. Reverse singles to come. Stompy against Barry Bates, and then the pairs that could decide it.
60.
They have baggy green caps, 12,000 miles away. We've got baggy green Welsh shirts and baggy blue ones. No, saggy baggy
100.
tungsten, no. Not a bit of it.
Barneveld hasn't missed a double.
And shakes the pot! Shakes the back! See it. Petney Hill Social Club tops coming in. But Bond, fabulous. Locked. Down the run, 15 legs. Listen, I mean, run. Spencer Davis will be pushed to keep on this fast.
Well, 105 average for Barneveld, 103 average for Mark Webster. Representing
96.
their respective countries with pride. It means that much to them. We'll switch.
54.
Probably the worst 3 darts that Webster has thrown in this match. He is allowed, though. The standard has been that good.
Perfect. It makes Bristol purr. Still room for another one. And then the red bit.
100.
Only 100. Time. And Barney is using the Alan Evans tactic of mooching. Nothing in the rules. Remember,
100.
Terry down. Took 50 seconds. Throw a single dart. Jockey Wilson came and sat in a chair on the stage and lost. And Barney is trying to influence the rhythm.
59.
Perfectly legal in the game. Barney's dawdling. Trying to slow down the Welshman.
But Sid, sometimes it works against him because it slows Barney
60.
down as well and affects his rhythm.
I'm not sure it does with him because Barney has got not so much a rhythm as a metronomic address. I'm not sure it's going to upset this one.
58.
Well, we just
Mainly
see,
big mouth.
yeah, 6 darts from Barney,
Yeah.
not one big treble.
This is the doldrums of the match with
137.
averaging 102.
Yeah, they are allowed one average leg, and this is decidedly average, but it's also very important. Webster throwing first should
58.
win it from here.
Wales, you require 50.
Absolutely. There you go. Topsy Watts. Slightly snatchy there. Red bit on the
30.
way.
Netherlands, you require
Well, this would be a
130.
big time to get a 130. We saw Webster take out a 130 in his win over Co Stompy. Needs the treble to leave the ball.
Here we go then. By the
56.
continuing
Wales, you require
resurgence
20.
of the Welsh captain. Looking at double 10 for the lead.
Game show the
Right
second
then,
half to
we'll
Wales.
take a short breather, during which I will practice talking for the sound, because that's what
Loving this.
Thank you, ladies
Commentary
and
team,
gentlemen.
Stuart Pike,
Wales,
Sid
the
Waddell.
Netherlands to throw first.
it's a bit tasty, as they say down land bedrock and Bedlinog. Where Barry Bates comes from. Watching this.
46.
How Stompy, as the Welsh captain, has got the drop. The 5 times world champion, playing immaculate darts. Arrows and he's there!
Well, 46 from Barney, a 5th 180 to kick off the leg from Webster, and what's been noticeable just in the last couple of legs, Sid, is that we've,
140.
for the first time really in this World Cup, we've seen the Barney head shake. Just a couple of occasions in frustration.
137.
And also, added to that, it's a form of dejection. Psychological self inquiry, as Freud would have put it. It's Billy Freud.
60.
Chiropractor from Blythe. It's up the road. There you go then. That's a blocker dart for some. It's not a blocker dart for him. It's even a lie. Oh, unlucky.
95.
Well, he played extremely well. He would have to, wouldn't he, to get through to the World Championship semi-final 12 months ago, Webster, as we look at Barlow finally finding his range here with a third maximum. We've seen 8 180s in 8 legs of darts.
Brilliant. 2 5s go further ahead. Just bold.
84. Netherlands, you require 75.
For parity. Fat 18. Skinny top lipstick, folks.
Game shot.
Wow, that was much more like it. He looked way out of the leg, way out of it. Not shaking his head now, is he?
Doing a bit the co-stompy dance there.
140.
Just
180 score. 5 to Weber. 3 to Barney. Bet we get at least another 5.
97.
Yeah, just go back to Webster and how well he played at the World Championship. This weekend, for me, he's played better. He really has been that good. Very, very impressive.
85.
Cover your ears if he beat you. Have you got your ears covered? Walsh, Manley, Shepherd, Stompy. He was on fire. Got the 3rd place.
140.
There again. Great field going to the Ali Pally. We're going to have the under-21s final.
83.
The absolute jamboree. Starting on the 16th December. You can tell in the Geordie voice and in the refined Lancastrian, I suppose, turns of Stewart. He's looking forward to it as well.
96.
Absolutely, Sid. Absolutely. The other thing about Webster as well, character building. Missed out on the World Grand Prix by 50 quid. Failed to qualify
65.
out of the group at the Grand Slam. Missed a stack of chances. Distraught on both occasions. Absolutely as low could be. But he's come back here. Takes a lot of courage
44.
in sport to come back from big blows.
128.
Webster has.
Brilliant. Bad follow of dart. This is a shot for Barney. Could be the fulcrum of the match. This one. First to 8.
112. Netherlands require 124.
Referee Hinks getting his nose right at the flock. Oh, bad dart. Putting it on a 1-darter. A long way from the treble.
44.
That's a bag of nails.
Wales require 16.
Go ahead, 5-4. And race to 8.
Game
No, but-
shot on the 9 flag to Wales.
Well,
10 flags Netherlands.
100 exactly is the average for Mark Webster after 9 scintillating legs of darts. Barney on 97.
60.
Much as impressed with Mr. Webster.
Negative mannerisms seem to be popping into the psyche.
43.
Raymond.
Well, won't like the lie there. Will come down for 19s.
96.
Addicted to Twitter these days, Barney.
Well, get Twitter into me. If you've got any thoughts on this amazing great
85.
championship, been a pleasure and a privilege to be with the lads here, giving it large as the giants of the tungsten jungle prowl and plunder.
60.
I know that word's like that.
Money on the line, £40,000 for the winners of the World Cup to share, but
140.
to actually win it, I think that will matter much more to both sets of players. It'll be the first ever PDC World Cup winners.
44.
The eyes say it all. Eyes. Well, it's in the eyes. Sparkly and Latin green. Barney. Eyes of a dying armadillo. 9 in the match. Here we go
97.
there. That's cover.
Wales,
But it's probably not in
53.
time. About 13 tops to put him 2 away from the match, and Wales ahead in the match tops.
Game
Middle
shot on
of
the 10
the
flag to Wales.
How good has Mark Webster been in this World Cup? Not just in the final, averaging 101 with 6 180s. Here comes Barney Sid.
Brilliant! But also, hey, Webster averaged that in the game he's just played as well. So that's right, 15 at 16 legs, averaging 101 with his pressure. Barney thinking, beautiful. Just bounced, negative bounce off the barrel. Barney thinking about a 12 here.
25 legs to average 101 Sid. That's how good it has been for Webster. Terrific in beating Stompy 8-6.
Yep.
You would think he is on the way to inflicting Barney's first ever singles defeat in this World Cup. Stompy and Bates to come.
145.
Brilliant leg this though, brilliant leg. 10 darter, 36. Barney shook the sillies out of his brain pan. What? 10 dot leg.
12 legs Wales with Will
Well,
first.
he's got to start breaking the Webster throw now, Barney. The format which has worked beautifully throughout the World Cup, where the loser of the leg
100.
throws first in the next, and Webster has a huge advantage from here on in with 4 legs to play.
Ancient darts full of
140.
ancient argo, like feathers, 44, and Mugs arrows is what we're playing. And the dog and duck loses to throw his Mugs arrows.
100. Thank you.
Well, great performance from both players. Well, look at those numbers; they really do stack up, and
140.
they've been consistently good over 12 legs.
That's right. You remember how many did he have before that in the other game? 14, 15? Wow! 7 180s, 11 in the game. The Geordie said there'd be at least 12. I might be underestimating for once in my life. I've been known to exaggerate.
105. Wales you require 121.
How good has this been from Mark Webster?
Would put the Welsh ahead 2-1 in the match.
81. Netherlands you require
This
160.
surge by Webster continues, but Barney just the lad to put the spawn on that. Oh, the flight kept out the second dart. 100 only
Wales you
though.
require 40.
Barney has won all single legs in this tournament. Here we go. In it goes. Barry Bates on his gammy leg, doing a hop of joy.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was doing a skip or a jump, but a hop certainly. Bates against Stompy to follow
100.
this. Then we will have the pairs. Webster again.
140.
Barney's doubles 100%. Fantastic, 100%. Double check out Barney. Scoring's patchy.
140.
Scoring's patchy, but he's averaging 101.
was about
Go
to
figure!
Yeah, I was about to say, but Webster has been that good. 104 average from the Welshman
100.
with 7 180s, but 5 out of 5 on the doubles, but he's got to win the last 3 legs here, Barney.
11 maximums in the game.
83.
In 1973, we thought it was great and went on World of Sport when there were 2 180s in a match. Comes for cover.
170.
On the middle diddle, right. To set them ringing. The bells are Romney and Tony
81.
Pandy and
Wales
sounds went
required
down the
91.
Ronda. And in Denby as well, where he's from. Pat 16. Once the bull for Wales to lead 2-1 just on the
66.
wire.
Netherlands you require
Well,
97.
Barney hit one of the best 97s ever on TV at Bolton to beat Taylor. He needs to hit 97 here.
2-12. Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes!
To the Netherlands.
Sound like the town crier of Whitley Beer.
Come on.
Oh yes!
And 6 of the very best from Barney on the doubles. Astonishing. An average of 100.
96.
Perfect on the finishing. 6 out of 6. And he's losing. He has to win the last 2 legs. And This
Perfect!
is, look at this, sir.
Perfect! Perfect! I knew it was going in! I knew it was going in. 12 180s in the match. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Came third. Beat Barney in the World Championship
100.
for the third place playoff. This kid drips with class. Used to stop drips in taps. He was a plumber.
93.
But Barneveld with that brilliant finish to stay in the match. If he levels here, Webster will throw in the decider.
85.
My blood pressure is double 55 over double 40.
180.
8 180s by the Welshman, 13 in the match, but he might lose the leg.
Incredible
16
set.
tops.
96.
105 average, Mark Webster. 8 180s.
And Rubens couldn't have painted a better picture than that. Tops for the match. For the match. 105 average. Had 101 average in his previous game.